So, welcome back to the Freemausam Sea. We are back in Italy on the road. Our goal today is Siena, and after that one of the most beautiful places in Tuscany, the Val de Orgica. The weather is amazing, it's really warm. It's around 10 degrees, but the sun is so strong at the moment that it just heats up my leather jacket really fine. And also I'm so used to it being cold that everything feels extremely warm to me. My night was good. I managed to finish the video for next Sunday, which gives me peace of mind because now I can relax a bit because I don't have any deadlines to meet until next week anymore. So gives me a bit more of a relaxed vacation situation here. In general, something I wanted to say to traveling on a budget. You always have to be careful that you're not going overboard with traveling on a budget. For example, I've been now staying the last few times in hostels and hotels, and that was always a little bit more expensive than going onto a camping ground, but often not by much. Most of the time like 2 to 12 euros. And if you think about that, I'm always getting breakfast there. I have a huge time benefit and also get food, which is always really good, and you can always pack food for the rest of the day with you there. But I think I will be going camping today. I think today will be the day where we will take out the tent. I'm curious how it will go, because at night the temperatures drop to about 5 degrees and then the sun is gone. A thing that I kind of tend to struggle with here in Italy is I don't speak Italian at all, not a single word. I mean, hello and thank you and stuff works, but the whole rest not so well. And it's kind of hard to find a cheap hotel sometimes if you don't speak Italian, because many people in the hotels don't speak Italian and then just tell you to go away. I don't know how that compares to other countries in Europe, because in France and Spain I don't have any language issues. That's a bit of an odd experience. The last few days I was always going around in the dark trying to find a place to stay, and had to go to like 3 or 4 places before someone said, oh yeah, you can stay here. And most of the time it was because of a language issue. I don't know what that is about, because with the places that I then can stay at, the people most of the time also don't speak English, but are really open and then just communicate with hands and feet, and it works out fine. And I don't speak Italian, but I kind of get what they're saying most of the time, because Romanic language, it's really close to Latin, and I had Latin in school, even though I did not enjoy that. It helps a bit with understanding. Even though it's a dead language and no one speaks it, it helps with understanding. So if you learn a second language, don't learn Latin.
Music got the best in me ever since I was a child. Now it's showing its ugly face. What can I do?
So we now made our way to Siena. It's supposed to be a really beautiful town. I'm curious. This is how it looks here. Gorgeous. Straight up gorgeous, definitely. So I think my navigation system tells me to go through there, but that is a one-way street, so we can't. So let's go up here. Oh, this is steep. I don't think you can tell, but it's really steep here. One-way street as well. Well, for fuck's sake, turning around on that steep slope is not fun. So apparently people don't care that this is one way. So let's just follow that guy. Oh, just look at this gorgeous water temple thing. Just be careful of oncoming traffic. Ooh, look at this. This is so gorgeous. Oh, don't go so slow. My bike can't do this. I need some momentum to carry me through here, so. Am I now in a pedestrian zone? Really badly looks like it. Should get away. This is not where I'm supposed to be. can already tell. Is it better here? Yeah. Everywhere we have one-way signs. So let me take you on a short trip through Siena. Can I go up here? No, I don't think so. I'm trying to get to the library, but the thing is, everything seems really much like pedestrian zone all over the place. But we have a little scooter parking place here, so let's go. Here's good. So we now had our look at Siena, and I will now make my way to the next supermarket to get myself some food for the rest of the day and organize myself. And then we will continue our trip to the Val d'Orgica. So we're now getting closer and closer to Sanguergo de Orgica, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful areas in Italy, and especially here in Tuscany, and you can already tell with all this amazing green landscape. Isn't this beautiful? Also something that's worth mentioning, here in Tuscany, all those super beautiful things are really close together. So if you travel through here, you definitely will have a good time, and everything is so close that it would also be worth it to like get a little station for the day and then just travel in a circle around it basically. What we're kind of doing today, we're not moving far. We basically visit all the nice hotspots, and it's so good. It's a bit an odd feeling seeing all the beautiful green with on the fields, and then all the trees having no leaves because it's winter. What I love about this trip especially is I ride my Yamaha XJ600, and I ride this motorcycle because it's the bike I have. But for this stuff, this bike was made for touring and sporty riding. Honestly, something that I'm kind of happy about doing my tours. I can feel how my motorcycle riding is becoming better and better over time. That is so cool. Like, all of a sudden I'm able to do all the U-turns in really tight spaces without taking my foot off the bike and all this sort of stuff. So if you're a beginner rider and want to improve your riding, motorcycle touring really helps a lot. Like, you get really comfortable with your bike. Whew. But sometimes you get too comfortable and shit like this happens. So a little analysis of what just happened. I was going around a curve, and the curve was really pointy, so I went and leaned the bike all the way over as how far I was comfortable with it, and I was applying a little bit of throttle, and that would normally be fine, but there was one of those lines and I just didn't saw the line, so when my rear tire hit the line, it just slipped away. But even though my motorcycle riding improved due to the tours, I should definitely at some point do one of those driver's advanced trainings. Ah, how beautiful. No wonder people say this is one of the most beautiful areas of Italy. Incredibly gorgeous with all the little hills. Oh, even though the sun is shining and you can see it all being like really sunny here, it's not warm, really. Kind of starting to adjust to this climate. Now I slowly start to feel that 10 degrees is still 10 degrees basically. Because in between I was all the time, oh, it's so warm, it's so warm. Yeah, because I was used to German winter. Okay, let's find a point to pull over. Always when I get off the gas, I can hear some clicking noise in the bike. It doesn't sound like much resistance, but I still don't like it. I do not like it at all. I hope it will all be fine. So after now having had a look at this gorgeous landscape behind me, we will continue our way to the Bagni San Filippino, which is a natural pool that I'm curious about checking out. Sadly, I cannot go swimming there because with 12 degrees it's just too cold. So I now made my way to those natural pools and let's have a look at them. I will now be on my way to find a place to stay for the night. At first I wanted to go camping tonight and go onto a camping ground, but the camping grounds here are all quite pricey. And also I don't want to go wild camping because I at the moment don't really feel comfortable with that yet. So I will find a hotel because it's probably the more reasonable thing. Because they are not, ooh, the sun is on my face, they are not in a huge price difference with the camping grounds, and I get breakfast included, so it's kind of at the same level. And also the temperatures are falling tonight to around 1 degree, and it's already quite cold. I mean, you always see it quite sunny here, but due to it being winter, it's still really cold. And I mean, of course, for the video it would be cooler and it would make for cooler shots and would look all more like, oh, budget motorcycle tour, but that would be kind of dishonest. It's the better thing to go into a B&B or something, because they're not as pricey here. I now found one for 35 euros, so at least it's reduced to 35 euros on booking.com, because normally it would be 42. And let's see what price we can get in person. I hope for you guys it's still adventurous enough without me going camping in the freezing cold and paying the same amount of money for it than in a hotel. But this road here is actually really nice. So we now arrived in a town where the hotel is supposed to be. I'm hoping that today the first one is already a lucky one where they will take me in without me speaking Italian. I at the moment just can't be bothered to continue driving in the cold. The thing is, it's really nice to do a trip like this in winter because you're not completely overcooking. But the thing is, as soon as the midday sun is gone, like already around 2 p.m, you slowly start to feel the temperature dropping and dropping and dropping, and then becoming really cold in the afternoon, and it also still gets dark quite early. I think we arrived. Auberge Ristorante, that's it. As per usual, no luck at the first place.